Hi, just a quick one today. Now, when we ordered the LED ring light PCB, there was a new option on JLCPCB which hasn't existed before, and when I placed the order for the original LED ring light board, you'll remember that the centre section that had the lens poking through it didn't actually get milled away out of that board, and there was no opportunity for me to check that the board was actually being produced correctly. So they've got this new option here, which is confirm production file, and when we ordered it I selected that option, hoping that we would actually get the opportunity to have a look at the board and make sure that everything was alright. So I thought what we'd do today is just look at what actually happened in that situation. Now, first of all, the first thing to mention is that whenever you get one of these boards made here, it always goes through an audit process to make sure that the DRC rules are actually followed. And the LED board did actually fail, so you can see here it says audit failed. And what they failed it on is basically, because this board was panelised, all of these areas around the PCB are milled out, and then there's these little tabs that are holding the centre section in place on each of these boards. Now, I had just over 1mm between these two sections, and they requested 4mm there, because in the event of the router cutter going wrong or something like that, it could end up meaning that it goes through that little section and you end up with an area of the board that could get damaged. Now, although it says that 4mm is what they needed, that's only for the milling, so I'll just show you what I actually ended up doing. So here's the updated PCB, and they were quite happy with this. Now, the drilling is actually done at a different stage to any of the milling out, so all of the drilling is done quite early on in the process, even before the layers are imaged, and the router cutter is actually done as one of the final stages once the PCB is pretty much complete. So by having these two holes here, even if they went a little bit wrong with the cutter, you'd still have some extra space here that would keep it intact and on the panel. But if I'd left it with just 4mm of material here, this would have been quite difficult for me to snap these PCBs out of the panel, and we probably needed to have used some kind of cutter or something like that, which would have been a bit more painful. So by having some 1mm holes here, we've actually only got some very small sections here that should provide quite a low resistance for actually snapping that board out. So that is the first step, and that happens regardless for every single PCB that you have ordered. Now, once that other option is selected, we have some extra functions here. So it says here, confirm production file, and I have already been through and checked all of these. So I re-uploaded the PCB, and I didn't need to place the order again. It allows you to upload it, and they then go through and check it again. Now, here is the ring light PCB, and this is using the initial preview that occurs when you initially load up the Gerber files. And you can see here it's still got that centre section of PCB, which would lead to some doubt as to whether they're actually going to remove that or not. So once you click on the review, what you actually get is this option here, and you can see here is the preview, and that centre section is gone. And there's a few minor modifications, but basically this is the file that they are using to produce the PCB. So you can see exactly how the board outline is going to look and everything else. And you can also check the slotted holes that exist on this DC jack, for example, which may have caused some trouble. So that all looks correct. And then once you select the option, it says, yes, please proceed to production, or you have the option to then go and correct it. And the same exists for the LED board. So you can see here, this is what it's going to look like. So you can see all the holes, you can see that it's got the extra positions here that have been drilled out. And also I did make that modification. We've now got the solder mask removed where the heatsink's going to go, so we should get even better thermal conductivity to the PCB. And again, that has gone into production now. Now, it also allows you to download the production file. So you can see here, download production file. And let's have a look at what actually happens. So it's just downloading now. So it looks like you end up with a compressed folder with 3 folders inside it. First of all, the info folder just has a little bit of information about the silk screen. It looks like the area on the top and the bottom there. Then in the YG folder, we've got the original Gerbers exactly as I uploaded them. And then in the OK folder, these are the Gerbers as JLCPCB have interpreted them. So this might be, if you haven't used the conventional naming for each of the files, just checking that they've got the layers correct, and they may have made a few modifications there exactly to suit their process. But I've uploaded this to PCB Investigator Online. I think this used to be Gerber Viewer or online Gerber Viewer or something like that, but they've changed the website now. But you can go on here and you can see that everything has been drawn up correctly. They haven't made any modifications of any significance that I can see. So it just allows you to independently verify that they're actually going to make exactly what you intend them to make. So that's basically what that option seems to do, and then you can just go through and select to enable production, which is what it's at the moment. I only actually placed the order yesterday, so we'll see how long it takes to get here, but I thought it might be interesting just to show you what that option does, because I know a lot of people have had PCBs that haven't been quite produced exactly as they expected, and now they seem to have allowed that option so that you can actually go through and just double check. It does have a small cost associated with it. I don't think it was anything significant. I think it was about $1 or something like that on this particular order, but it could save you wasting your order or having to do a load of work if something isn't quite correct. So hopefully you found the video useful. If you've got any comments, leave them in the section down below. But until next time, thanks for watching.